Hey guys, I'm RozaldVane and welcome back to another RozVlog. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot of news to talk about today, and I want to update you guys, bring you guys up to date with what's going on in life and as well as the YouTube channel. So let's start off by saying that most of the stuff from the last RozVlog will be brought back to this RozVlog because I'm updating the old stuff, and also there isn't a lot of new stuff going on right now, but yeah, that's basically my idea of what I wanted to do here on the channel through this RozVlog. Of course, I want to update you guys for sure. But let's start into it right away since it might take very long, like the last one. But anyways, first up, we got the news of the 1080. Okay, so in the last RozVlog, I said I wanted to buy a 1080, a GTX 1080, either from, well, I had a specific one in mind. I wanted to take the EVGA's Super Clock edition of 1080, but then it was quickly sold out, and I was like, I was keeping track of it in a website. I think it was Now on Track or something, or On Track or something. I don't know, whatever, the website. Anyways, it was like I was looking at it every single day, and like it never came up, or it came up on Newegg, of course, but apparently I had trouble running into buying it because I didn't, like, it wasn't Newegg's problem or fault. I think it was because of like some problems with the credit cards and stuff like that, and that prevented me from getting a 1080. And so yeah, I and then it disappeared, and it forever never went in stock after that time. After a certain like week or two, it just started going out of stock for the rest of the time being. So I didn't get that 1080, and I felt like it was a missed chance, but that's how it's going to be, and that is what sucks, but I guess I'll live with it, I guess. But anyways, so since I didn't get the 1080, I went on to a couple weeks without getting a 1080, and I had come up with 4 choices since I was getting less and less patient about getting a new card. So one of the 4 choices, one of them mainly is to continue waiting for the 1080, which I don't want to because I feel like I might be out of time, and then suddenly I don't have a lot of time to spend with it because I have another speck of news that I will talk about, which will be what brings into this subject of why I am kind of impatient about the cards. But yeah, 1080, wait for another 1080 to pop up and buy that instead, if I have the money for it, of course. Second choice was to not buy at all and wait till the 1100 series, which could be a great choice, but it is probably 2 years, 3 years, 2 years at max, of course, or at least, 2 years at least before that 1100 series comes out, and I highly doubt I'm gonna wait that long for anything, and by that time I'll be probably move along, like, to buy some other things instead. That was my second choice. Third choice was to buy a PS4 and play Uncharted Collection, or like pick up other games that I was really looking into buying when I get a PS4, which is like Until Dawn and Second Son, Infamous. I wanted to, and then maybe some other old collection games like remastered versions and stuff like that. I really wanted to play some certain PS4 games, so it was just like, you know, give or take. I wanted to get one at least. And then the last choice was to downgrade to a 1070 instead of a 1080. I mean, 1070s are a lot cheaper, but at least it's as powerful or more powerful than the Titan X, and it's much better than my 970. Like, it's way high up there, and it has like 8 gigs of DDR5. I don't think it has GDDR5, not X. I think, I don't know. I don't know the whole specs of 100% of it. So yeah, I ended up buying a 1070. That was my choice. The last one was my choice, basically. And so you're wondering, when am I gonna get it? In fact, I already got it. I already got my 1070. This is my MSI 1070. That graphics card's not in here anymore, actually. It's my 970. My 970 is actually sleeping in here. It's yeah, it is just sleeping in there. It's the GTX 970 Overclock Edition. It is also from MSI. Reluctantly, I got another MSI graphics card, which is a 1070. It's installed in my computer already. I have not shown any. I don't have any footage of me installing it, so I don't think it's really much of a difference for me. So I mean, yeah, nobody comments on wanting me to see me install. I did actually had an hour-long struggle with installing it because I didn't know how to install a bigger graphics card. And like, it was hard to slot it in because there was so much cable. The cable management that I had, or it wasn't me who managed the cable, it was like the company iBuyPower. I was like, I bought it from them, of course. It was a pre-made desktop for me, and or not for me, but I bought it, of course, so it's not like they did it before for me. But anyways, yeah, I basically had struggles with the cable, and so it took me an hour trying to slot it in. And I also had trouble slotting out the 970, which is sleeping inside that box now. I, of course, benchmarked the graphics card, and it seems to be running fine. It seems to be good. I think my left monitor... Oh, there's a motorcycle. And on the left monitor, it's a lot brighter than it used to be. It was like a lot darker, and it was funny looking. Even the main monitor was like a little funny looking, but it now looks perfect. It looks great and awesome. I did test out GTA 5, I tested out Doom, I tested out Witcher 3. I don't think there's any other games that I've tested out. I benchmarked with the GTA 5, and I was messing around with the settings. Like, I turned on MSAA, and it's like 30 frames per second. I was like, what? Turned it off, and I was like, oh, 60 FPS again. Okay, cool. So that means the graphics card couldn't handle that, but that's fine. That is also that's totally fine. But in general, yeah, I am quite happy with the 1070 so far. I know it's not the best card around, but it's still a card at the very least that is powerful than the 970. What am I gonna do with the 970? That will be kept until I either purchase a second computer, build my own second computer to just kind of use it for like streaming or personal computer stuff. Like, if I want to edit my video on one computer, I can do that. And then if I don't want to edit a video, or if I want to like stream outside kind of thing, then that computer will process all of that to it. Or recording with consoles sort of thing. Could be anything. I mean, in general, it could be anything in general. So that will be what it is. If I end up not using the 970, then I'll probably just sell it off and try to get money for it so I can buy new games, like whatever games are coming out in the fall or in the spring 2017 or something. I don't know. Anything can be possible. I'm still questioning about what I'm gonna do with it. So yeah, that is it for the graphics card. So I'm sticking with a 1070 MSI GTX 1080 or 1070. My bad, 1070 MSI. I'm not sponsored by MSI, so I don't have anything good to say. So I don't have anything to say in general. It's just a good card in general. I mean, you can just look online, and there's gonna be like test benches and benchmarks of those 1070 MSI graphics cards. So yeah, and I'm not sponsored by MSI. Again, saying that again. If I ever do think about it, I hope it's by the time I get a bigger audience. That's what I'm saying. Alright, anyways, moving on to the second topic. Second topic was school. The big thing about school was the biggest topic in the last RozVlog was school as well. This time it's still school, but I'm only going to keep it short because I am still under decisions, but this is a different school now, so I'm going to have to wait till that comes in, and when it comes in, I can hopefully address it by the time of when I get accepted and stuff like that. If not, then I'll give you guys what school am I going directly at the end, when it all comes down to the time it comes down to. But in general, that will be it with school. All I can say is that still waiting on decisions as usual. Not gonna say which school yet, and just gonna say that it might affect our recording schedules here and there, and that's totally how it's going to be, and that's all it's going to be, I guess, for now, of course. So I don't know. I haven't had anything set up, and by the time they decide, it's gonna be like I'll feel like it's gonna be such small little amounts of time before I get to their thing, because I need to prepare a lot to go over there if they end up accepting me. So yeah, I hope to go through that trouble and just get everything settled over there and hopefully get things going. But anyways, that's enough for school. Last but not least, I think this is the last subject for the last RozVlog, and this will be also the same last subject for this RozVlog again. First and foremost is that The series, yeah, the schedule in the series. So far, the schedule of the whole channel was to have editing day, uploading 6 to 7 videos on that day, recording videos, 3 videos on that day, of course. And that schedule's been going up pretty well. It's been held up pretty well. Some days I did 4, some days I did 5, some days I did 7 and 6. I did bounce around because sometimes I lost amounts of time trying to upload a certain video because I make a mistake in editing, which keeps me on my toes at the very least. I'm learning a little bit. And then not only that, I also had to like record more because I had some days where I record less because of certain conditions or things happen during the day of Thursday or Friday where I am not available to record, and it ends up where I just had to lack on videos and push down like certain amounts of videos going out. But in general, yeah, I am doing well. Some series has finished, some series has started on the channel. Those that have finished were like Assassin's Creed Syndicate. I finished up Assassin's Creed Syndicate's DLC, Jack the Ripper DLC, just very recently. As of you are watching this, is already over. And I am done with Dead Rising 2, the one where me and Shells worked at the beginning and then she left at the end. There were a few other series that I can't recall in my mind right now that I finished. We finished up Craven Manor. We cleaned that up since it was like an older video and stuff like that, and it was like or an older series, and that I had to like clean that up and fix it, or not clean it up and fix it. Just more like going back to it and just finishing it in base all the basic of that. And I think that's mainly what I think it was. We did start a bunch of series like Doom. We finished up Doom for sure. Or no, we not finished up Doom. We started Doom, and we're still in the process of playing Doom at the moment, the 2016 version. We started off the Bad Blood DLC from Watch Dogs for once. I actually held that off till this year, which sucks, but at least I'm getting it started. Again, with the Jack the Ripper DLC, yes, we started it this around the time Bad Blood DLC came up, so basically we finished it very quickly, of course. And yeah, by the time you're watching this, we're going on to the Assassin's Creed 1, so that's going to be something new on the channel, or new as of this time and moment. And there is continuation of all these other series, like Sleeping Dog Definitive Edition, Dead Space, Empty Soul, Borderlands 2, Watch Dogs, Witcher 3, I mean, Fallout 4, Final Fantasy X, and Batman Arkham Knight. And we are coming back, of course, with Cry of Fear. Yes, Cry of Fear, we are coming back to that game, and hopefully we're getting that done. Hopefully we're getting that done hopefully soon, because I think there's still a lot more to deal with, but it's just, I've been lagging it because it was scary and stuff like that, and I'm going through the new areas, or the areas that I haven't been through yet, and it's just like, but yeah, check it out. I would recommend that. And then the collaborative like work series like Pokemon MMO is continuing. That's kind of like started as well. We finished up IB with BioTrex a while ago, so that was pretty much that. And then we started Golf with Friends. We started Mount Your Friends. Those are gonna be like indefinite. They're not gonna end. They're just gonna keep going, and there will probably be variations of different people playing with me on that game, so it would be like awesome to keep playing some games with them. Hopefully we do some more Gmod stuff. I haven't been playing a lot of Gmod stuff because of the fact that we couldn't find enough friends, or just things to do on it would be limited because of the fact that there isn't a lot of certain things. Like for Gmod horror maps, it's like there's not a lot of horror maps out there. Like there isn't like billions of them. There's just only like 100 or so, maybe 200 at most, I would say, or maybe less. And then some of them are not. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Some of them are not even completed, and some of them are completed already, like in development. And so I don't know, like whatever. And then for like Prop Hunt and Murder and TTT and everything like that, I wish to keep playing them, but then of course the amount of friends we have is very little and scarce, and that there isn't a lot of people who's willing to download like Hamachi or Evolve, most likely Evolve, which is what we use to play these private server games and stuff like that. But yeah, we're just gonna stick around and try to find out games to play and stuff like that. There might be new series started up with more people or same people, and that's going to be that, and I guess that's how it's gonna go. But other than that, I think that's it for today's RozVlog. Yeah, I think we completed all the things we need to talk about at most. Any more new series to start? I do not know at the moment, because I don't have anything in mind at the moment. I plan on finishing the games that I've been working on so far, like Sleeping Dogs and Doom and Batman Arkham Knight. I'm going to try to concentrate on more of those rather than Borderlands 2, Fallout 4, and Witcher 3 and Final Fantasy X. I'm going to leave those 4 a little bit on the side for now and focus in on Doom, since that one has a easy like end. It's just I just need to play a lot of it, of course, to get it done. Sleeping Dogs, same thing. I keep going on the side stuff, but I never went on the main mission, and that took a little bit of time out of me, I think. Arkham Knight, same thing. I did a lot of side stuff, but never focused on the main story stuff, so I'm trying to get that going. Try to get more stuff done with those games. And same goes for Empty Soul. It's almost done. It's just a little bit more. I want to get through that one as well. And Watch Dogs Bad Blood DLC. When Assassin's Creed 1 starts, I'm going to try to get as much into it as possible and try to get that content out and finish the series before August ends, of course. Mainly, I want to focus everything and try to finish everything before the end of August. And that's because that will be the end of the summer, basically. And I want to end it before the summer ends, of course. Yeah, so that's it for me today. Thank you guys for watching. This has been another RozVlog. Hope to see you guys in the next RozVlog or another video of mine. Hope you guys have a great, amazing day, weekend night, or whenever you're watching this. Click on notifications everywhere, all the way, all over the place. I don't know, maybe on top and the bottom of me, where you guys can check out other series or the past RozVlogs to keep up to date with some certain stuff that I mentioned. The next RozVlog hopefully will be in August if I get the news of school, and also if there's anything coming up sooner or later. So yeah, that will be it for today's RozVlog. Again, thank you guys for joining me today, and that'll be all for me today. So Roz